Hi everyone. In today's video, I want to share with you how I processed my RN license endorsement from one state to another. So if you are a nurse currently holding an active license in one state and may be looking into moving or transferring to another state, then keep watching. Or maybe you're just curious on how to transfer a nursing license to another state, then this video is for you. Let's first discuss Nurse Licensure Compact States, or the NLC. Now, this is important because they allow any nurse who resides in any of the participating compact states to practice nursing in any of the states forming the Compact State Alliance. So if you notice here, the dark blue ones are compact states. The green ones are still pending legislation. The gray ones, no action currently. So for example, you have an active license in Texas and you wanted to move to Florida, then you can use the same RN license in there to practice nursing. So if you're looking into practicing nursing in a state that is not part of the NLC yet, they would require you to submit or apply for RN license by endorsement with specific set of requirements or documents. So make sure you check out your state's website, the Board of Nursing or the Professional Regulations website, and research the list of requirements that you need to comply to. In my case, I took the NCLEX for the state of Illinois, but we now live in Washington, and I can't practice or use my RN license here since Washington is not part of the NLC. And even Illinois is also still pending NLC legislation. So first, I visited the Washington State Department of Health website, and on the nurse licensing section, look for registered nurse or LPN by endorsement. Expand it. And here you will see the requirements, Nursys licensure verification, and how to apply online. I have pretty much met all the requirements listed in here, except for the English proficiency examination. I completed my nursing education outside the US, so this is basically required for me unless I have worked at least 1,000 hours in another US state, which I clearly don't have yet. So of course, pandemic happened, no IELTS happening anywhere in Washington, and it delayed so many things for me. Now, the closest one I got that opened a lot sooner was in Portland, Oregon, which is about a 2-hour drive from here. So I booked an available slot and off we went. Long story short, I passed my IELTS exam and now ready to get my license endorsed. The non-refundable application fee is $120 for registered nurses and $85 for licensed practical nurses. Now, what will happen if you don't have a social security number yet? There is a form that you can just download. I can also link or paste the link in the description box below. And make sure you fill this out and select the box that applies to your situation in here. Don't forget to sign it, print your name, date, place, and attach it later along with your application requirements. In order to start your online application, you first have to create an account on secureaccess.wa.gov. Once that's set and activated, from the home page, click on Add New Service. Go ahead, select I would like to browse a list of services by agency. Select Department of Health. From here, click Apply for Online Application Portal. Here you will be asked a series of questions based on your public record data, and these questions will match the name and address you provide with the existing public record information. So you'll want to make sure that you have provided your full legal name, and you might find that you have to enter a former address, especially if your address has changed recently within the past 1 to 2 years. To get the right questions that pertain to your identity. Complete all the information on the user lookup page And for the social security number field, if you don't have one, just tick the box, I don't have a social security number. For the complete information or details on the steps, I'm going to post this link in the description box below. Now, remember that you will only have 14 days from the start of the application to complete, pay, and retrieve a copy of the application and any supplemental forms needed for completion. There's also a $2.50 additional fee. They call it the convenience fee for doing the application online. Now, the account that you can use to make a payment should be based in the US. If you don't have one, you can make or do the alternative process here, which is application by mail. I'm going to talk more about this in a bit. So now to complete the online application, of course, you have to upload all the supporting documents you have. And once completed, you will receive an email with your pending credential number. And the Department of Health will also notify you via email if in case they need additional documentation from you. And in terms of the supporting documents that you need to attach, revisit this link right here for the endorsement licensure requirements. In my case, I submitted a copy of the Nursys Quick Confirm License Verification Report. And this only applies for the Nursys participating states. So prior to sending my application, I made sure that I paid for Nursys to forward my license information to Washington. And this prevented the delays in the process. Just go to nursys.com and all the information are there. I also provided them with a photocopy of my Illinois RN license, a photocopy of my IELTS test report form, NCSBN NCLEX RN candidate report, Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation letter showing that I passed NCLEX, and lastly, a copy of my certificate of completion for the 7-hour course that I finished on HIV/AIDS. I took that back in 2019. Now let's talk about the other alternative way of processing your application. If you don't want to do it online, you can do it by sending them a mail. So you're going to have this form right here. And for some reason, I can no longer access this online. If you need a copy of this, let me know in the comments below and I can send it to you via email. But of course, please mention your email so I know where to send it. Okay. In this case here, you're going to have 2 envelopes to send out. All right, so one for the Department of Health, which will contain a money order or a check that is payable to the Department of Health. And it will also contain the application form, which is right here from page 5 onwards. All right, so that goes to the first envelope addressed to the Department of Health. The second envelope you're going to do or send out will be the supporting documents you have or the rest of the requirements. And this will go to the Nursing Commission. So to summarize again, first envelope, Department of Health. I had the money order and the application form in there. Second envelope goes to the Nursing Commission. It contains the Nursys Quick Confirm Licensure Verification Report, copy of my Illinois RN license, IELTS, NCSBN candidate report, Illinois letter showing that I passed NCLEX, and my HIV/AIDS course certificate of completion that I took back in 2019. And that was it. I then got my license number issued 9 days after it was delivered to the Department of Health and Nursing Commission. So I got an email from Nursys notifying me that there is a new license added to my records and is now an RN license in the state of Washington.